Very, very cool. Very, very good. I need to practice because they are very special and I feel insecure as a guitarist. Welcome back and thank you for joining me for another reaction video. If you are new, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, and there'll be alerts as soon as these go live. Now we're back with another one from Lovebites because you seem to quite enjoy my last reaction, probably as much as I enjoyed doing it. So we're looking at a song called Rising. There were quite a few requests. This was one of them, and it has an official video, which I like because hopefully we'll get to see them play more. And if you have a visual aid, sometimes that helps with the reaction. It helps you pick up things on a first listen. Yeah, a little bit nervous because I know how technical they are, but I'm really excited to dig in and see what else they've got. So Lovebites Rising, let's see what you got. That's pretty. Okay. Here we go again. I got to go back because I was too busy commenting on the scenery and I missed something in the beginning there, but it did sound like there was like synth work and there was accents of the chords playing out. There was quite an epic build-up. But if you listen, I always think of things positionally in a mix. So I'll either say forward or back or top or bottom. Right underneath kind of what seems to be the majority of the music, there's this really fast tempo, like tick, 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 tick. And it's not actual notes that they're hitting, not all the time. It's what we call ghost notes. So it's where you either strum or play a note, but you're not actually pressing the fret. You're more just holding the strings to provide an effect or a noise without it creating an actual note. So have a listen for that, but it's super quick too. Really impressive. Yeah. Nice harmonies. Ah, you show off. We're just about to go into another piece, so I want to pause it right there. I try and plan the pauses so that they don't happen in the middle of something if I can, and I will go back again as per request. Now, what's absolutely ridiculous is for a little bit there I actually wasn't shocked at kind of her footwork and how quickly she was hitting those double bass notes and how consistent they were, not in just the timing but in terms of the actual emphasis of the power of the notes. Again, it's a studio recording, but when it gets to this kind of level, I have no doubt she has no issue replicating that live. Speaking of live, we should take a look at a live one next, I think. Yeah, that was remarkable. She's a phenomenal drummer, shown off there with a bit of a twirl, and I really liked what the guitarists are doing. We know how good they are, but they just stuck to this really nice simple melody that they were both echoing the harmony of, and it created a really nice foundation for whatever they're going to go in next. It's exactly what you'd expect from this kind of genre, and I expect no less from them, so awesome. It's so effortless for them. Something these guitarists do really well, and it normally comes from just playing together for a long time. So also I believe they've got a lot of formal training, which was no surprise to me, but they seem to just understand what the other guitarists are doing and back it up in the appropriate way. So in that verse, really nice to see actually the music was quite reserved. Drummers just hitting that kind of snare consistent beat. There's not too much going on with the footwork, because I think when you do something really well, if you do too much of it, it becomes a bit of a washout and it loses its effect. So nice to see her kind of being restrained there. But the guitarist, I'm going to go back a bit because what they were doing was you had the one guitarist doing a palm muted piece, which was a distorted palm muted piece. That's where you kind of muffle the vibration of the notes, not let them ring out fully. And then you had the other guitarist with a clean effect, just running the chord progression of the notes down past it, which was very, very, very cool. Yeah. Singers come in with really strong melody again. Just awesome video too. You'll hear the other guitarists pick up the palm muting now to join in. It's more like a lead piece, but yeah. Man, I like now that I know that's obviously going to be your chorus piece, right? So the lead piece they played in the beginning was actually, I say it's like phonetically, and that's not probably the right term, but basically it's when you play the melody of a vocal hook, but with the guitar, right? So we didn't know that in the beginning, but now you do, because she's singing that same da na 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 na. She's singing that same piece that they were playing on the lead. However, you've got the synth and keys in the back, which has now taken over that role, so they can do like the more fiddly bits in between. A couple notes on her vocals. I had quite a few people commenting saying they loved the band, but they weren't such a big fan of her vocals. I think she's a fantastic singer, but I completely hear that, and I think two things. One, it is a completely different power metal and that kind of stuff. It's supposed to be overselling the vibrato and the big, like, kind of strong notes all the time and kind of forceful, and that's not for everybody. But really liked how the whole community and everyone was commenting just understood that they had this massive appreciation, even if it was not necessarily their thing. So big respect to you guys for that. Let's carry on. Alternating your feet and snare like that. Shout out the bassist as well, man. Just carrying that backbone of the power, or the accents of the kind of chord progressions and where they're changing. I think she probably gets overshadowed a bit because of the insane and obvious ability of the drummer and guitarist, but she deserves every bit of credit because she's doing a phenomenal job without trying to overcomplicate things. So really nice. I keep thinking solos are like going to hit me right now. Maybe not yet. I quite like the wave of this. There's definitely vocal layer in there as well. Okay.
Sometimes we don't have a luck in the air, almost like we've been left by ourselves. I'm alone, you alone, somewhere in the world. But open your eyes, look up and you will see an endless blue sky. I believe, you believe, we believe that today, silence today.
I'm a little indifferent about that piece. It came out of nowhere, which I kind of like. I always like that kind of stuff, and it surprises the listener. But I guess because of the intensity of the music, it's really quite welcomed. I would have, and again, I'm not a professional musician. I'm just somebody who's listening. I'm a fan, so don't get me in the comments. But I would have liked if she didn't start singing immediately, because the higher stuff she was doing at the end there was just like really remarkable when she created a bit more breathing room between what she did just before that and during that, I think that would have been quite nice. But really cool to see the kind of key work come out there. And as we always say, calm before the storm, I imagine. That's that kind of quick strumming that I was talking about right in the beginning. It's the same pattern. There we go. They're very, very good, which sounds like the most obvious statement of the year. But one thing that I do want to point out with them, because there's a lot of it's audible how good they are, but there's something that impresses me. A lot of people can play quick, a lot of people can play certain styles of lead, but something that they do very, very well, both of them, which should be criminal that they're allowed to be in the same band together. The changing between the techniques when you're playing lead is not easy. So they're going from things like, let's just say they're sweeping, or they're doing trem picking or alternate picking, that's where you pick up and down, or they are doing tapping pieces. The transitioning between those different styles of playing lead are flawless. And again, I get it's a recording, I understand that, and the live stuff will tell us or give us a little bit more insight into the bigger picture. But their ability visually, even just to see them mimic that in essence, is it's a lot. They are flawlessly transitioning between quite difficult techniques when it comes to lead, and I am a massive, massive, massive fan. Bassist is fire, huh? This is you guys who told me they opened for Dragon Force, or went on tour with them. Makes sense. Oh no, no more, please. Where is that? Probably just Australia. Very, very cool. Very, very good. I need to practice because they are very special and I feel insecure as a guitarist. Now, that was actually, in my opinion, from a song point of view, that was probably, I probably like this one a bit more. Nearly said a better song. You don't get like a better, it's down to taste, right? And I kind of like that one a bit more because, well, maybe I was just more prepared for it. That might be something. But also, yes, they're remarkable. It's going to be difficult for them, songwriting wise, to provide the same impact and impress at the same level if they keep doing the similar pattern. I for one, could watch an entire concert of that, and I would just be like, wow. But from a song point of view, from a listening pleasure point of view, outside of the technicalities, outside of being a musician, I imagine that they would be quite it would be quite difficult for just everyday music fans, even metal fans, to listen to long stints of their stuff because of how intense it always is. And yeah, but they're super special. I really, oh God, loved that. They're kind of like superheroes, I think. Yeah, they're not from this world. So, loved it. Loved Lovebites. Also, someone told me in the comments, and I hope you weren't pulling my leg in this, but they got their name from a song by a band called Hailstorm, called Lovebites. I think it was 2 words. So, and as a result of that, got asked to do a bunch of Hailstorm stuff. So I will do that. I'll probably start with Lovebites because now I have the connection. But yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for spending time with me. That was fire. And I'm now super jacked. So yeah, till the next one, please be safe, be extra nice to each other, and have a good day.